Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at SMC Motorhomes at Newark and they've kindly let me come and film a review of this. It's an A-class or integrated motorhome from the French manufacturer Pilote, and this precise model is the G740 Evidence. It's the FC, it's an island bed layout. They do have other layouts, but this is a layout we'll be looking at, and as always there'll be a link in the description below. So what do we need to know? As I say, it is an integrated or A-class motorhome and it's built on the Fiat cab and chassis. It's got the well-known 2.2 litre diesel engine. It comes standard with 140 brake horsepower and it has an automatic gearbox. Size-wise, now this motorhome is 7 metres and 49 centimetres long. It's 2.3 metres wide and it's 2.88 metres high. Obviously that can change depending on whether you fit extras such as air conditioning and things like that. Weight-wise, now this motorhome does weigh in at 3,650 kilos, so you will need C1 category on your licence. Payload, you're going to have about 465 kilos of payload, but again, it always depends on the options that you add or don't add, and as I always say, if you get a motorhome, take it to a weighbridge and then you'll know exactly what you do weigh. So there we go, we're based on the Fiat, we've got the Fiat alloy wheels. Now what's unusual about the Pilote is different to other A-classes which are normally quite flush. This has almost got more of a porky front and bumper, and that's how you can normally identify these Pilotes. So while they do have the flat windscreen, they've then got this little, I call it a porky nose. I think it's quite cute and endearing. So the front, we've got white, we've got a sort of metallic grey, we've got the Pilote badge. What we'll do is we'll make our way down the off side of the motorhome first. So we can see we've got sort of the standard A-class mirrors. These, as far as I know, are electrically operated and heated. Coming down, now this is the gas locker. Now this motorhome takes two large gas bottles, as we can see here. So if you are using gas, you can put two bottles in there. Particularly useful if you like to off-grid quite a lot. Coming down the offside, now you'll see there isn't a driver's door. That is standard on the A-class and integrated, but we do have a window that opens there for the driver. This model here, fitted at SMC, has got the two-lay wind-out awning, as we can see up there, which is white in colour. We've got our Dometic vents as well, as we can see here. And then the habitation door is a one-piece, and then we do have a blind here. Now we'll go in shortly, but before we get there, the grey waste is actually emptied from under here. There's a lever that you pull, and the grey waste tank is 95 litres, so that's a good capacity. You do get an electric step as standard, which is fitted just here. We've got a little service box here. I'll just open this up, and this is where your electric hookup and battery are, as we can see in there. Your electric hookup is just there. We've then got the toilet cassette box. Coming down, we then find a window into the bedroom and then the first of the garage doors. So I'll just open this up as I disappear behind a pillar. So the garage, now this is a good sized garage. It has got Truma vents in it, so you are getting a heated garage. We've got a wooden effect floor. What you'll probably notice, those of you that are familiar with motorhome garages, is because it is the island bed, we are getting sort of a bit of an intrusion from the bed into the garage. So you're not getting as much height. So if it's important to you for height in the garage because you want your bikes in there, just bear that in mind on this island bed. Right, let's move around the rear. So if we come round the rear of the G740 Evidence, I like this. So we've got a reversing camera, we've got the Pilote name, we've got some decals coming down, and then we've got these really nice sort of LED style lights here. I like these, and these here as well. It's all quite minimalist but very effective. So as back ends go, I quite like that one. That is a nice looking one. We've then got the other garage door here on the near side. Now, these don't have any sort of cabling there, so you must make sure when you push them back, you do sort of secure them into place so they don't blow around. But we can see the other side into the garage. Good size garage, but this motorhome, as I say, 7.49 metres long, so it is a good size motorhome, so I'd expect some space back there. I'll move down the near side. Now this is where you're going to fill your fresh water tank. On board you have got 130 litres for fresh water, so that again is pretty good. We've got the vent here for the Truma. We've got Truma air blown heating and hot water. This is where we're going to fill our diesel tank. We've then got the door into the passenger side, and that is the near side. We can see the decals, we can see obviously what we're getting service-wise. Let's venture around and make our way inside the Pilote evidence. Okay, so let's start in the front of the Pilote G740. We've got this cream leather. We can see the captain's chairs both swiveled round. We've got the name on the headrest here. I quite like that, that's nice. And then we look into the cab. So this has got the Pioneer system. We're getting satellite navigation. We know we've got a reversing camera. We've got that 9-speed automatic gearbox from Fiat. We've got hill descent and a few other bits and pieces that you're getting on this model. And then we've got that large front windscreen, and we can see, because again it's the integrated or A-class, you get that great view out, but you do have quite a large dashboard, but plenty of room up here. So yeah, I do like that. And there's a multifunctional steering wheel as well. I'll just turn myself around and we'll look into the sort of main lounge area. Now, there's a good amount of seating because of the sort of shape of this motorhome. So we've got a nice seat here on the off side. We've also then got that nice bench seat on the near side, and these 2 seats as well. So there's plenty of seating for the 4 berths. The table, I do like this. It's a fold over table, and it is currently folded over. So when it's open, there's plenty of space there. So that's a good sized table. Above me, we've got the drop-down bed, so this is 2 of the 4 berths that we can see above me. I'll just step up now. Obviously, what you do find with an A-class or integrated with the bed like this, you do often lose some of the headroom here, so that's just something to be mindful of if you have the drop-down. So this is the lounge area. We've got the nice sort of curtains and the nets. We are getting blinds. I'll just pull this up. We've got the pleated concertina blind, and we've got the fly screens as well, and that's all round as well. We've got various little storage cupboards. Let's have a quick look in here. So storage on the off side. As I come overhead, we've got a good sized sunroof, and it's quite nicely illuminated as well with some LED lights. And then onto here on the near side, we've got another good sized storage cupboard here in the lounge area. And what I do like as well is this headrest actually pushes back in, and you can close this little flap. So if you don't want the headrest up, you can tuck that away. So that's quite nice. Now the flooring, we've got a light coloured floor, as we can see. There's a number of little storage compartments as well. And there's also a little storage compartment just here under these seats. So maybe somewhere just to put shoes as you come in to the motorhome. What I'll do is I'll just move down this near side and point out some features here before we go into the kitchen. So we've got somewhere to put your coats. We've got our Truma panel for the heating and hot water. And then we've got pre-installed television stand here, so the bracket, and it does drop down so you can put it at different heights, so that's nice. Then we've got the control panel for the motorhome itself for our water and electric. Couple of switches, the switch for the electric step as well, and some nice sort of lighting as well there. Right, let's have a little move around and I'll start in the kitchen. Now, there is quite a good amount of space in here. We've got a plug socket, we've got USB chargers here and C. We've got a nice little sort of lighting part here. Not a bad amount of worktop space, 2 gas burners. I'll lift up this Dometic flap for the sink, and it just nicely fits under there as well. So good sized sink with the swivel tap. Some more worktop space back there. And then we've got the window with the blinds again. And then I'll just open this up. So cupboard space in the kitchen. Not bad amount of space there. Again, they've done it well so it doesn't catch on your little rack there. So that's that. And then I'll make my way down. So we've got here the Thetford, it's the dual oven and grill, so it does both, saving space. And then under here, we've got a little pull-out drawer. And our cutlery tray. And these are soft close. They're a nice sort of wood finish. And then I'll pull out this one. This is good, so this is probably better for pans, maybe something like that. Good amount of depth in that one. And again, I'll just let that soft close itself. And then moving on to the off side, what we've got here is, I'll just pull that open, some more storage there. And as you can see, these ones operate by, you lock them in place by doing that, and that's open. Now we've got here our Dometic, stand by. There we go. I unlocked it earlier, sorry. We've got our Dometic freezer and the Dometic fridge. Really good size. So plenty of space in there if you're going off on a good long trip. So in terms of the kitchen space, I like the amount of worktop. This is good. We've got the dual oven grill, got some good space there, cupboard space and a big tower fridge freezer, which I think is really important. So not bad at all. I'm going to step up now. You see there's a little step here, and I'm going to move up into the sort of the second part of the habitation area. I'll start on the near side. So here we've got the shower cubicle. Now this is a good size. I'll step into it. It's almost on like a 2 level. So the only thing is you're going to have a shower on a bit of a different level unless you stood like that. So that's a little bit different. But we've got 2 levels. We've got like a frosted screen here, so that's nice. We have got the shower head, but we have got somewhere to put the shower gel. So that and soap, that to me is always important. And we've got that in here. There's also a sunroof. You can open that obviously for ventilation. So yeah, this is not a bad size shower cubicle at all for this motorhome. So that's not a compromise. I'll step out. I'll just show you this door closed. So this is the door in between these 2 areas. And as you can see, when that's closed, you've got plenty of privacy. I'll open that back up and I'll just show you the bathroom next. So we'll have a little move around. Now, going into here, I'll open that door again. So there's somewhere to hang your towel. It's really well illuminated. The first thing I thought when I opened the door to have a look myself was how well illuminated this space is. There's a sunroof, there's loads of lighting, and it's not a bad space. With this door open, there's plenty of room here. What I do think is once the door's closed, it feels a little bit more enclosed, that's for sure. We have got a Thetford toilet here, say fairly standard Thetford loo. We've got a plug socket in this corner, a little shelving unit, and then we've got a little cupboard here, and there's some nice little like little glass sort of shelving parts here. So at least when you're driving, things aren't going to fly everywhere. So that's nice. I'll close that up. And then on this side, we've got this mirror, we've got another little shelf. And to be fair, there is a little bit of intrusion. If you're using the sink to lean over, there's a little bit of intrusion from there, but it's not too bad. And then we've got some nice storage space under there. The one thing it sort of is lacking a little bit is a toilet roll holder. And the only place to hang your towel is here. There's a couple of little hooks there, but maybe add something like something for your hand towel there maybe, but that's if I'm just being a little bit picky. Otherwise fine. Right, I'll close that. Now let's have a look at the bedroom. So we'll have another little manoeuvre around. Now this bed, it is an island bed. There are other layouts. This bed is 190 centimetres long and it's 150 centimetres wide. So it's a good size motorhome bed. You can see we've got the sort of leather effect headboard. We've got some Pioneer speakers here, and then we've got some little lamps as well. Now, what I have noticed, when we looked in the garage, I said there was some intrusion from obviously the island bed. And on this model, there aren't any steps going up to it. So it's actually quite a low island bed in terms of the motorhome. And that's reflected in obviously the amount of room, headroom, we're getting from here to here. Normally, you'd go up on a couple of steps and get onto the bed, and that's not how this is laid out. We've got good lighting though, there's plenty of lighting. We've got these nice sort of blinds and sort of nets again. Storage wise, I'll just open this. So we have got wardrobe space, one on each side. We've got a rail in there for hanging, not illuminated. And then we've got little storage compartments just above the bed. I'll just open one of these. So more space to put your clothing in there. There is on this side a plug socket and the USB and C chargers as well, useful on a night. And then this little feature, I'm presuming this comes standard. It's just like a little storage mat and tray, but it's sort of rubbery, so it shouldn't slip about. So that'd be quite nice, putting, you know, if you do have like pens or phones or something, just next to your bed. And then there is a little bit of storage under the bed. We'll just move back and I'll just show you that. So there we go. Stand by. There we go. So there's the first one. And there's the second one. So you've got a bit of drawer space under the bed as well. And then there is an additional privacy screen here to slide across, obviously if you are wanting more privacy or you're using it as a four-berth as well. So that's the bedroom. Island bed, good size shower, not a bad size washroom. I think the compromise is maybe that washroom, but let's be honest, if you're spending your holiday in that washroom, you've eaten something that's not agreed with you, so you shouldn't be in there too long. Kitchen, I do like this. I like this effect here. It seems well equipped apart from a microwave that's sort of the obvious thing that's not here. I like this lounge area. This is nice. And the TV bracket situated there. It is well equipped and it's a nice motorhome, to be fair. But how much is it, you might be asking? Well, let's venture back out and I'll tell you how much it is. I was pleasantly surprised actually when I saw how much this one is. This one here at SMC that's got the equipment on that we've just looked at, it's priced at £91,000, which for you know, a 7.5 metre long A-class or integrated motorhome, I don't think that's too bad. So there we go. That is my first look at a Pilote, because again, it's not a manufacturer that I've particularly looked at. So hopefully you've enjoyed having a look with me. I will put some descriptions in my link, or links in my descriptions, because I know you like those, so they'll be down there. I'd just like to say thank you to SMC Motorhomes at Newark for letting me come and film today. It is really appreciated. They do have a stand at the NEC in the February and October shows, so if you're interested in Pilote or any of the other manufacturers that SMC have, go along and obviously pay them a visit. Again, links in the description. So there we go. So as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.